only am I taking African black soap to make this beautiful landscape soap, but I'm combining it with cold processed soap to boost the bubbles and the skin benefits.
Grab something to eat and keep watching to see how it unfolds.
Hello and good day. My name is Natasha and welcome to Natasha's Suds and Scents. Did you brush your teeth yet? Is your breath still stinking? Don't even worry about it. Just don't talk. Just keep your eyes on the screen. In today's video, we're doing a landscape scope and we're using raw African black soap to act as part of our landscape scenery because of its natural properties. Also known as Alata Samina, Anango Samina, and Dudu. Raw African black soap is perfect to make a landscape that includes sand because it is peppered with natural plant properties like the cocoa pods and the plantain skin, aloe vera, palm kernel oil, all blended up inside the soap. And those are the little goodies that you see peppered throughout the soap. Those little brown spots are those natural plant ingredients, which is excellent for your face. You can use African black soap by itself. However, I'm combining it with cold processed soap, which boosts the moisturizing properties, as raw African black soap, or Dudu, has a tendency to be very drying. Now, I never professed to be any type of, professional artist and said that my soap was going to come out very specific to the picture. However, we're growing over here. Don't you want to grow? It's always room to grow. Here's my thought process, you guys. When the wave hits against the sand, it's usually white and foamy. So that's how I started out with the white soap. Like the appearance of like waters rushing up to the sand and leaving like that film. Then gradually, at the deeper you go into the water, you'll see that the color gets to a lighter blue or lighter green, and the further out you go and the deeper the water is, it gets a darker blue. So that's why you see me gradually adding the blue. And I wasn't trying to mix it so it turns to a solid blue because I didn't want it to be solid. I wanted to have variations of blue and green in it. Now guys, this is the top of the soap and it's supposed to be like a horizon that's mixed with like the oranges and yellows of the sun, kind of wanting to set, but my sun didn't come out right, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna scrap the sun and just deal with the horizon. But you'll see in the final cut what showed up and what didn't show up. It still gives skyline, but I think I could have did a little bit more to bring that skyline out so you can differentiate between the water and how far it goes back into the horizon and then the separation into the sky. But you know what? I don't think this was a bad attempt to making a landscape soap. I thought the African black soap actually helped it. And I know I could have used scrapers or embeds, but I was actually trying to just be rogue and do a landscape soap without having to use scrapers or embeds or things like that. Now guys, look at the side of this soap. This soap side, I literally can lay this soap on the side like this and cut it horizontally, and I would have gotten beautiful bars the same way. This looks like I'm walking in the sand towards the water. Doesn't that just looks really beautiful still? It looks like, see how it's lighter towards the beginning and then it gets deeper blue towards the back? So it gives the appearance of depth. Yeah, I think I'm cute. I think I'm an artist. The same is to the side. Now when I turn it to the side, it's the same thing. It looks like the sand, then the further out you go, you have the deep water, and then you have the skyline. It's the same thing whether I cut it horizontal or vertical. If you're a soap maker, let me know if you attempted to do like a beach landscape soap and what techniques you use. if you're not a soaper, tell me what you think. Does it look like sand? Does it look like a beach? Or does it look like water? Does it look like a hot mess? Like, let me know in the comments. Now, are you guys ready for the soap cut? All right, now hold on to your beach buns. Can we just talk about how this soap looks like waves are crashing? Look at how the white is going into the blue. That looks almost like waves crashing into the sand. That looks really, really nice. Now the top looks a bit rough. I'm not sure why. It could be the cutter. It could be that I did a separate batch of soap for the top. But that's why we have soap scrapers and bevelers to help to dress the soap. I'm not hiding nothing from y'all. I'm not pretending like it's perfect after I cut it. My soaps, I do have to do a bit of editing, but it's okay. I'm keeping it real over here. I end up fixing it. Watch the beveling section at the end. Kind of give horizon. It kind of give maybe a continuation of the beach. To me, it looks like a horizon, which to me is not enough contrast. But this is not a bad attempt at a landscape soap at the beach. Look at that. Now the sun didn't show up for work. He was just like, I'm not showing up in this soap. Goodbye. So there's no sun. You don't see a sun. The African black soap is just doing sand. I mean, it knew the assignment, and African black soap was like, excuse me, my job is to look like sand. That is my role today, and that's how I'm coming across. This one, look at this one on the right. It has like that orange, like the sun is setting in the background. That's the one that looked the most like a horizon. Some of you who watched my previous video on different ways to use African black soap in soap have seen this soap already, but I wanted to show you the process of me making this soap because it was a bit of a challenge. I thought it would be a great idea, of course, to include a lather test so you guys can see how the African black soap and the cold process soap mix well together and makes bubbles. So let's see how it works out. Oh, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. You're gonna get lost in those suds, get lost in those bubbles. Look how they both combine together. Excellent. See, I told you when you bevel it gets a little better. It's not as rough, but I think part of the issue is my soap cutter. And a little beveling doesn't hurt nobody. It really makes this soap look nice, even though I'm struggling a little bit with this beveler, but look how that made it so much more beautiful. And with the beveling and soap scraping, as you can see, the tops are not as rough looking. Excellent. So what we thinking? Nice design, great attempt, need improvement. I know it's all of the above, but I liked how the black African soap really brought it to a next level. Look at this video right here if you haven't seen the one where I show other African black soaps. You guys need to protect your energy. I appreciate you so much for watching my videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.